Dave here with Half Dozen Customs. Back at it again on this 49. A little bit ago I was out here and I repaired some dents that were on the front of the cab corner. And I still have everything out for that. I had said that I was going to work on the door gap next, down on the lower cab corner piece that we're putting in. But I figured since I have everything out, there is a couple of dents that are here on the back of the cab. I figure I'll get those pulled out or see if I can get them pulled out. This one up here is a doozy, and it's right in the middle of the body lines. Oh, excuse me. So we'll see if I can get that done out. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, and we'll put some pins in there and see if we can pull around a little bit. couple of little ugly duggers up here. First one here, I did not get right in the center of the crease, so I'm probably going to have to reset him. Definitely much better. Unfortunately, the door frame is there. I can't get in there. Alright, let's try this doozy of a dent there.
We've had a doozy of a day.
This one I do not expect to get out perfect. It is just an odd dent in an odd spot. But that ain't moving. Of course, it's right here, an inner structure. Be nice to actually have a torch. Oh.
Don't shut up.
little pencil torch would be nice to be able to keep the heat directed right where I want it. To actually see my pin melting. That is a doozy of a dent.
We have had a doozy of a day.
In the middle of the body line as well. I'll give a bigger pin a try. See if I can't. I don't know, maybe these bigger pins will stick better. I don't know. I don't normally use the bigger pins. Definitely a lot better. It's not perfect by any means, but there's not a huge dent there anymore. I'm done pin pulling on this corner. I think most of it came out pretty decent. This one's still a little bit rough, but 100 times better than it was. You know, before it was caved in, there was, I bet there was probably 3/4 of an inch to an inch of Bondo filling that dent right there. And the whole body line structure was in. And now it's nowhere near as bad. But I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's 1, 2, 3, looks like 3. There's two pinholes, and then one decent sized hole, maybe a little bit smaller than a BB. That was made from the pin pole. So that happens. It happens a lot on the newer cars because the metal's so thin. Yeah, so it happened here. So I gotta take the welder now, and I gotta weld up those holes. And I may actually spend a little bit of time here, and actually fill. There's a slight crease above the body line, and there's a couple of small dents that there's just no possible way I'm going to get them out. So I may just fill them with weld. We'll see. Right now I'm going to clean up my pin pulling mess because there's pins everywhere. I can't even roll around on my little roller seat without getting stuck. So break time, I shall return. Okay, I got my pin mess cleaned up. So I got the welder out. I'm definitely going to weld up these couple of holes that are in here. But I think I'm going to fill the low spots with weld too, and then grind them down, and hopefully the dent shall be gone. Now, normally I wouldn't weld in a straight line like that on the side of a vehicle, but for one, we got these nice 3 body lines. It's thick metal. There's a lot of strength right here. But for 2, there's damage right there. I really can't make it any worse than what it already was. So I'm just going to weld it until I'm happy with it, and then we'll grind it up. Okay, so got this all welded up, gone down, cleaned up. It looks awesome compared to what it was. I'm super happy with it. You know, little bit of filler work around here, just mainly because of the body line area. Just kind of crisp up those body lines and everything. But for the most part, it is pretty darn close compared to what it was. You know, I don't know what hit it before, but you could see that there was two lines that were super close together. So, you know, like how I could describe it would be like a flatbed of a tow truck smacking into the cab right there. Would leave that perfect mark in there. And it was a deep crease. Like I said, the bondo there was probably, you know, 3/4 of an inch to an inch thick. You know, and we're just knocking weight off of this thing. And every day that I'm working on it, we're just knocking more and more weight off this thing. With the new motor it's going to be getting, this thing's going to be a go-kart. So, so I got that buttoned up. You know, we got the front pretty close to being buttoned up. I'm going to pull this door off. I got to do a little pulling down there by the lower hinge to get that in a little better position. I had to do it up at the top one, and I didn't do it at the bottom one because the majority of the bottom one got cut off when I'm doing the new patch panel down there. Like I said, I probably cut 3/4 of it off, and there's still 1/4 of it left. I'm going to pull on that little 1/4 there, get that straightened out. While I have the door off again, I'm going to switch out the lower hinge. The top hinge is from the original door, the lower hinge is from this door, and I kind of wish that I could replace both hinges because, you know, I had been in an accident over here. The door had swung open and, you know, folded the whole front of the cab in half. You know, the hinges are really well made. I mean, they're 3/4 of an inch thick cast, you know, cast steel or cast iron. I mean, they're heavy duty, but, you know, I kind of half expect them to be bent was kind of, you know, wishing that I could change the top one out. But this bottom one needs to be rebuilt. There's so much slop and play in it, and there's no slop and play in the other one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and switch it out. You know, before we switch out this door, I had it really close with the other door on. But I was messing around today when we were doing the front dent, and I was showing you guys the slap hammer and how we use it in the collision side as what we call a spoon, where we'll stick it in between, you know, two panels and pry and bend and push stuff around using that. When I was doing that, the whole door moved, and it's all in that lower hinge. So I'm just going to go ahead and just replace that hinge, put the other one back in there. That one, as far as I know, is a nice tight hinge. So we're going to do that while the door's off as well. So here we go. I'm going to pull the door off. Maybe I need a screwdriver. Door is so much lighter, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, so let's see what we got going on down here. Okay, so I'm going to do this again just like I did the top one. I'm probably going to do it in two spots. The first spot is where this panel actually spot welds to the inner door jamb. I just checked it with the screwdriver. The one spot weld right where I'm working is no longer attached to the vehicle. So I'm just going to weld to this inner door jamb lip, and we're going to give a little tug there, and then I have a feeling I might have to move out to the next lip, which is where this outside panel bends into the door jamb, and I'm probably going to have to pull there as well, but we're going to pull in the first spot, and we're going to see how it all comes out. The top one, everything came out with me just pulling in that one spot. So we shall see. There's even Mondo in there. In that little quarter-inch of a gap there, they had Mondo in there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll probably have a little in there myself because because it's a damaged area, but where are my gloves? Now where that tack is no longer connected, you know, I have holes drilled in our new patch for me to tack to. I'll drill a small hole in that one, and that will get tacked back in place. I had to do it on the back as well. So I won't forget about it. I won't leave it loose. They actually have these really cool plates, like what I'm doing right now. They're reusable plates, and they actually have, like, I would almost say like not a pipe, but a piece of round rod on the end of this piece of sheet metal, and you weld the piece of sheet metal. If, like, say you have this crease here, they have large ones, and you weld it inside the crease, or like in this area how I'm working here, they have smaller ones. And then they have this tool that goes on the end of the slide hammer that has a channel in it, and you can slide it over the end of that round bar, and it does basically the same thing as what I'm doing here. It's just, I don't know, a fancy, expensive tool. Okay. That's as far as I can pull there. I am going to have to do that second pull. I'm going to leave that one there. I'm going to get another piece. Pull that second one just in case I got to go back and pull on the other one. Kind of looking through my scraps for the right size piece of metal. Pulling, putting pressure on it as I'm hammering. Trying not to hit my new panel. I don't want to put any dents in the new panel. Looks better. I don't think I'm going to get any more out of it. hinge on this door, and then after I switch out that hinge, we're gonna pull this fender back off. Again, yay! But I gotta pull this fender back off so I can make an adjustment to this lower panel. Like I said, I think it needs to come up a little in the front, just like no more than an 1/8 of an inch. You know, I'm thinking. I'm just going to start with probably the width of my cutoff wheel. I'm just going to cut in between and then move it up so it touches again, and hopefully go from there. I do know, like at this back corner against the door jamb, we are up as high as we can go because there's the door pillar there. We are at the bottom of the door pillar. But I did notice that in the front when I was putting this on, where I drilled my spot weld holes to weld the two panels together, there was a little bit of a gap in between the two. It wasn't horrible, but it was enough that I noticed it. And I think if we scoop this front up, it'll close up the gap in my spot weld hole, making it for a nicer weld in there. And then we'll scoot it up a little. We'll get this fender fitting a little bit better, and hopefully getting this door fit a little bit better. But I want to switch out this hinge real quick on the bottom here and probably get the door back on so that I'm aligning this, because the whole reason that I decided to move this up was because of the gap on the door. I had it fit to the old door, and it was a nice straight gap, but that old door had lots of work done to it, and now that I have a different door on there that doesn't have as much work, it's not lining up quite right. So we'll get that door back on there so that I can align this panel with that door. Oh my goodness, this door is so heavy. This door alone is going to fall my back now. My goodness. Okay, let's see if we can get this out. Hopefully. One
pussy willow.
two. Three. so see this? Here. It's all loose. You can see that little pin in the bottom. It just moves around on that little pin. This one's nice and tight. No wiggle, no noise. Okay, so we got the hinge swapped out. It's much tighter of a hinge. I'm much happier with that. I'm gonna go get the little lady to help me put this door back on, and help me get it adjusted again. So I'll see you when the door's back on. Okay, so got the door back on. Still got to get it adjusted and everything. So tomorrow's another day. We'll come back out here. We'll get this door adjusted. You know, after getting the door back on, I can see that we still have the same issue going on down in this lower corner of the door where it meets that patch panel that I'm putting in. So I was kind of hoping maybe with the new pins it might clean some of that up, but it didn't. We'll see tomorrow once I get it all adjusted. But it does look like I'm going to have to do a little bit more work on that lower cap corner. So tomorrow's another day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Out.